Hey guys, Sean C. Phillips here. Welcome to part 6 of the Q&A series. And there'll be a new review up tomorrow, but by now, like if this is weeks from now, you've already seen that. Or tomorrow, the following night for due date. But the first question is, what is the worst horror remake? I guess one that I didn't care much for was the Prom Night remake. That really wasn't good. And a lot of that was making it PG-13. I never watched the extended, unrated version, but I know, like, the weird thing about that was, like, when people were getting stabbed, there was no blood. And that was one that I really disliked. Just wondered if you've seen the movie Colin. It's a zombie movie made from the point of view of zombies. It's a strange movie, but not too bad. I've never seen that one. The next question is, have you seen any of the following? Margaret at the Wedding? Nope. The Squid at the Where? No, I haven't seen that. Rushmore, I've seen that. Magnolia, I saw that. Brazil, no. American Beauty, yes. Mulholland Drive, yes. Lost in Translation, yes. Punch Drunk Love, yes. And if you've seen any of them, what do you think of them? For Rushmore, I haven't seen that in a long time. I really did like that. Magnolia was cool. I know I like that. American Beauty, I like that a lot. Mulholland Drive, I haven't watched it in a long time. Lost in Translation was good. I pretty much liked all of them. Punch Drunk Love, I know a lot of people didn't like that. Went on about not liking it. I thought that was fine, though. Radiohead, I don't listen to them a lot. I have heard some of their songs, though. Question. We are partner actors at Grave Robbers from Outer Space. When it comes the time to talk about Guillermo del Toro, James Cameron at the Mountains of Madness adaptation of H.P. Lovecraft's novel, make some mention to the people about checking out my channel, because without the support I wouldn't be this close to achieving my goal, and it would be cool to have you in a cameo at the upcoming season. Channel at the mountains. I'll have to check out what that is. First of all, thank you and MJ. You are the best, most entertaining people on YouTube, and I'm serious about what movies. And I'm serious about that. What movies that you and MJ have acted in are in Netflix? I think right now the only ones that are on Netflix that I know of are Banshee and Assault of the Sasquatch, which is actually on the Netflix streaming thing. So if you have a TV that can do that, I've never used any of that, but I know that if you have that streaming, it's really easy to watch it, from what I've heard. The next question is, first of all, that one I've read. How long did it take for the Around the Country movie to be made? I'm really interested. Around the Country was shot over, I think, a week and a half, something like that. A week or 9 days. Yeah, a week and a half about. And that is available now on Amazon. And I'm trying to get it. It's taking forever for it to be the digital download where you could either download it or stream rent it. So that's another way people can see it. But I don't know how. It's taking forever. Basically, they said it can take like 2 months or something. But I wanted to put up the DVD one while it was up. Want to know a list of films you've acted in? Well, I have the whole list on imbd.com. Just search Sean C. Phillips, and then the resume thing, I have everything listed. Have you seen the British TV show Mighty Boosh? I've never actually watched that. I think I might have seen a clip or two, though. What Region 2 DVDs do you have? I don't have a lot. I think I only have Trigger Happy TV, which I really liked that show. They brought it to the U.S., and then it didn't do very well. They had like one season of it, and I thought it was good. The one main guy came back for it, and I think the other one I have is Shipwreck, because it was the widescreen version. And are you going to see Pee Wee Herman Show, the live Pee Wee Herman Show? It sucks, because when I was in Maryland, it was playing in L.A., so I couldn't get to that. Now it's playing out in New York, and I don't think I'm going to be able to get it. I would love to, though. If I buy Around the Country, will you sign it? I'll try and figure that out. I wish I had some kind of a system for that. Because the one thing about me is I'm really, really bad at going to the post office and mailing things. That's one of the big problems with me. Is I don't go there, and I don't know. I just don't go to the post office much. I do go like once a week, though. I have to set up some kind of a system like that, though. Have you been to Legoland in Carlsbad? No, I have not been to that. I know MJ really wanted to go, and when he comes back, whenever that will be, it's probably going to be going to Maryland first, though. But when he comes back, we'll definitely go to Legoland. I know it's mainly kids, though, and I might be too fat for some of the rides. I don't know. If anyone fat goes to Legoland, let me know. Because there's very few rides that I've been too fat for, but there are some, especially at Hershey Park. What are your favorite restaurants to pig out? Surprisingly, being a fat person, I don't go to places and eat a whole lot. Like when like MJ could eat plate after plate at the buffets and stuff. I eat one and a half, and I've had enough. Um, but I don't know which one I like to pig out. I don't really do that. Um, what do your parents say about your movie collecting addiction? They've never really. They've always just thought you got a lot of DVDs, but they've never really said anything really weird about it. And I know it's an addiction, like to buying a lot of things and stuff, but I know certain people have addictions to things that are really expensive. Like, luckily enough, I don't have an addiction to buying cars or one of those things like gambling addiction or things like that. Um, have you ever really caught MJ beating his meat? What a weird question. Did you get bullied in high school? Not in high school, but in middle school by like one or two certain people. And then we just got a lot of people in middle school too giving us just lots of crap about stuff. And yes, my face looks red, it's rosacea. I was talking on the phone forever, and I had the phone like this for like almost 2 hours, talking to my good friend Bet Bombshell. Did you get bullied in high school? Like I already just said that. If Lindsay Lohan came up to you and told you to suck her titties, would you do it? Probably not her. Have you seen the latest Melinda Brothers movie release, Halloween Night? Yes, I have. I like that one. I actually reviewed that, I think, in one of the DVD updates. What type of music do you listen to? A lot of 80s kind of that, and like French. I like French 80s pop. If you could visit any country, what country would you visit? Probably England is one, or Europe is where I've always wanted to go. And I'm sure I will at some point. I don't like flying too much, though. Do you plan on getting a 3D TV set in 2011? I might. I feel like if I ever did a movie in 3D, then I might. I don't know. I'm not a huge... I don't know. I don't really like 3D. But if it was like for a certain reason, like if they started putting out like things like Bill and Ted or something in 3D, something that I really wanted to see in 3D and it was a huge difference, maybe then, but it's nothing that I would be in a huge rush for. Can you still get the Cage Girl on DVD? How much does it cost? Well, I don't suggest anybody gets that movie, really. I didn't care. It was a movie that me and MJ filmed. There was going to be something else, and we thought it was alright at the time, and it was just us trying out Create Space, and it's okay. You can watch it for free on here, though. I don't suggest getting it. Would you ever do another Best of 80s movie, like a remake of some of your movies you may have missed? I really do love to see another Best of 80s video. Well, I'm trying to do more DVD collection videos, so let me know ones you want to see. I will try and do that. Do you believe in intelligent extraterrestrial life, and have you ever seen an actual UFO? Well, I've never seen a UFO, and I don't really know about that. I'm sure there could be something, but it's not something I can concern myself with much. Do you own an Xbox 360, the greatest video game system of all time? I don't really play a lot of video games. The one thing with me is I get obsessed if I play games, and I like play it forever, and I don't know. It's never really been my thing. I did play the Resident Evil games, the original, when they were on PS1. I played those, and I think I played up to part 3, and I beat all of them, which was surprising for me. I was playing them like a crazy person in middle school, but now I don't really play any ones. Have you ever felt like you had to fart, but when you squeezed out, diarrhea spread out? Some weird questions. Do you believe in God? I really don't know. I have no real opinion. Do you have OCD? Probably. What do you think of the 1996 movie Independence Day starring William Smith? I like that movie. I know they were talking about doing a sequel to it. Question, what do you think of the Smurf movie coming out? Also, you think they will make more like they're doing with the Chipmunks? I think it's going to be live action mixed with animated, CGI animated from what I've heard. How'd you first become involved in professional film? Pretty much through doing the Banshee thing, and then from that point, it was kind of like once I had one credit, it was a good thing, because then I was able to say, well, I've done this, and then people started asking me about things, so that was the main thing. Do you like stop motion movies? What is your favorite? I like the Gumby kind of things, those kind of things, um, and Nightmare Before Christmas was pretty good. It wasn't my all-time favorite, but I did like it. There were a few other ones I'm trying to remember right now that I like, though. They don't make enough of them anymore, though. Have you ever seen the movie Fortress, made in 1986? It's an Australian film. I'm surprised it hasn't been redone by now. Awesome film. I've seen both of them. The sequel too, which was okay, but I liked Fortress, the jail one. That was good. Are you annoyed that Ghostbusters 2 has not been released on Blu-ray yet? Yeah, I'm very surprised that it's not out on Blu-ray. And hopefully when they do put it on Blu-ray, they actually put some effort into the features, because they've never put any features on that movie. And you know that there's deleted scenes and stuff, but they haven't done anything. Love the vids, dude, especially the DVD updates, which leads to my questions. How many DVD Blu-rays do you own? I don't know. Everyone always asks me that. I need to count them. I really do. What's your all-time favorite horror movie? I always say Return of the Living Dead. What's your favorite horror acting role you've done? Probably Sasquatch, just because it's gotten so much attention, and I saw that it was reviewed in Room Morgue, and just the fact that it's been played on TV, and it's like been all over the place. I think that's really cool. So that's one of my favorite ones. That, and then probably, as for doing like a different kind of part, the one that I did this summer called The Lashman, which is like the first movie I did where I'm throughout the whole thing, like one of the leads with 3 other people, and was doing some real dramatic stuff and real serious. And it's like that one I'm really looking forward to. Have you ever seen the film Run Bitch Run? It's a lesser known throwback to the film from the rape and revenge genre. I really liked it. I was wondering what your thoughts were on it. I have not seen that one. I've heard of it though. And So You Moved to California, why? Pretty much just for film acting. Maryland, they just really don't do a whole lot. Although there's a couple people there that I really like and will work with continuously in the future and stuff though. Have you ever got a chance to see anything from the YouTube group Space Dog TV, the Human Laugh Project? They've done some cool horror comedies in the past. Thought you'd enjoy them. I don't think I've ever seen their stuff. Do you act in movies for free? Are you willing to travel a city on your own dime? Nope. I don't ever travel if it's not covered. That's the one rule with me, is like I can't make this cost me money. So I never travel unless it's like a friend of mine that's like a really good friend. I wouldn't do it. I mean, that's because you can't have it cost you money, especially when this is how you make your living. This is what you work on. You can't have it be where you're paying for it. So that's a word of advice. You can do that in the very, very beginning for a little bit, but even the very beginning, we were getting everything covered for Sasquatch and everything, getting there, the hotel, and that's pretty much the way I've always done it. And I've turned down a lot if they couldn't cover it. Lately now, everybody's covering it. What's good. Hey Sean, I know you like synth and 90s inspired music. I recommend you listen to these bands: DeLorean, Aerial Pinks, Haunted Graffiti, and Crystal Castles. You will dig them, I promise. I will check those out. What do you think of Rob Zombie's movies? From House of a Thousand Corpses, Devil's Rejects to the Halloween remakes, how do you feel about him remaking The Blob? I actually liked Thousand Corpses a lot. I thought it was a cool 70s, 80s throwback film. I really liked Sid Hagen, the movie, and it was a movie that brought him back to acting, and it brought a couple people back, and I really liked it. I know a lot of people didn't care for it. I liked Devil's Rejects. I thought Halloween was good in the beginning, the first half of it. Then it went really downhill when it was just the same stuff. I thought Part 2 was okay. Very, very violent, very, very gruesome. I don't know, it just wasn't amazing. I thought it was alright. The Blob remake, I'm interested in seeing it though. Until I see it and see what direction he goes on, I don't know. Do you plan on moving into bigger budgeted, more mainstream film? Are you comfortable and content mere with low budget film work you do? Well, I've done things the thing with low budget is it can be anything from $5,000 to like $1 million. And I've been really moving up. I mean, I'm fine doing things that are, a couple thousand to, as much biggest budget possible. Doesn't bother me. I like acting. I like, like I said though, if it's travel's covered and things like that, but I can't be paying my own way because then it becomes just like when you have to spend so much money, it just becomes terrible. And I don't think I've only ever done that where I had to pay my own way. One movie, I'm not naming what it was, and then it went really bad. The whole experience was just like peculiar. What are your thoughts on Survivor of the Dead? Did you think it was better than Dire of the Dead? I have not watched Survivor of the Dead. So many people said it was bad, so I just haven't wanted to watch it. Hey Sean, great vids, as always. My question is, do you ever, in your acting career, your acting career, hire an agent and have a headshot done for your resume for your movies? My dad is a photographer, though, so he can take really good pictures. So I have one headshot that he took. I've talked to certain people about, an agent. The problem is, if you get an agent, they may not want you to do some of these movies, like these lower budget things. So it's kind of like I really like doing some of these things. So it's a very tough situation because I have been approached by certain people, and I'm still weighing the whole thing. But if there was an agent that understood that and everything, I would like that. So I will at some point. 2011 is where I'm going to make it, mid 2011 I'm going to make a transition, and I'm not sure what direction I will go. I've been weighing it a lot lately. And because of certain projects coming up, I may end up having to go into SAG, which I don't know. Hey Sean, great video as always. Oh yeah. What do you think of the ending of Sleepaway Camp the first time you saw it? I don't remember if someone might have told me it beforehand or not, but I don't remember if I knew or not, but I knew I was really surprised with it. And I really liked those sequels as well. What movie took you the longest to film? Well, for me to film, I think the Rancho: The Origin of a Hero Sandwich, which no one really has seen. I'll put the link underneath this video. Check that out. It's one movie that me and MJ did that was a short that I really want to do a whole feature with it one day. I mean, it's really cheap to do. It's basically the costumes were all from Party City. If anyone knows where to find them, if they see the costumes in the video and know where you can get them, if they're still available anywhere online, Party City doesn't have them anymore. That's where I got them all, but it was like basically a throwback to these kind of cheesy Japanese shows. The whole idea was they hired porn actors. This was the backstory. No one knew it when you watched it. They hired these weird porn actors to act in this thing, straight-laced, Asian kind of horror thing. I mean, Asian kung fu thing. Watch it. It's weird. When you guys watch it, let me know what you guys think. Have you ever had a tattoo? No. Would you ever get a tattoo? I would never have it on my arms because a lot of times movies have a lot of problems with that. If you have tattoos you can't cover, like I'd have it on right here, but never anywhere that would be in the open. Like if you ever had to, if you wanted to work at say the movie theaters, if you had a tattoo here, they wouldn't hire you. So that can run into a problem too. Is a lot of places don't hire people with tattoos. What is Ron Jeremy like off camera? Very nice guy. I mean, he was the one thing that was so cool was he was really nice to talk to, and got along really well with that guy. And I know he liked to talk about, I think Bill Maher was on or something. He was talking a lot about that show. And I remember too when he was leaving, he went out of his way to say goodbye and stuff. It was just a very nice person. What is your opinion on the Jeepers Creepers series? I like the first one a lot. I always forget that was Justin Long in that. And the second one I thought was alright. I didn't care too much. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with the third one now. Have you ever auditioned or tried out to be an extra in a major motion picture or TV show? Do you believe in ghosts? Do you have any ghost stories? I don't know about doing a lot of extra stuff. It's not really. It's a lot of standing around for just sort of staring in the background. I'm one of those kind of people that really likes to be acting a lot. I mean, if it was one of those kind of parts where it was like you were the guy at the jewelry shop and you're like, oh, I'll get you your bracelet, ma'am. Something like that, that would be fine. I don't have any problem if it's a small little cameo like that. But just sort of standing around doing nothing majorly significant. And I don't know, it's never really something I was that interested in. Because being extras is kind of it's not the same as acting because you're just sort of standing around. Or just acting like you're drinking. It's not the same kind of thing. Do you believe in ghosts or have any ghost stories? I don't really believe too much in ghosts. I've never really experienced anything like that. Um, what would you do if Wet Movie 1 stole a DVD from you? I don't think it would. Wet Movie wouldn't steal anything from me, because Wet Movie, seriously, I think has more DVDs than me too. He has a whole storage unit, from what he's saying, with like 5,000 DVDs. So he's not stealing anything. Who is the most famous person you've ever met? I don't know. I mean, I guess through conventions and stuff, like somebody like um, Adam West. I guess I don't know if he's considered. I guess he's considered famous, like John Aston, and played Gomez. I've met so many people that I've spoken to. I don't know who would, because I consider certain people more famous than others. Like to me, meeting people like the star of Troll 2 is more exciting than meeting, someone like Tom Cruise, a cure like that. Um, I don't know. What are all your films? What are all your films in alphabetical order, and are they on iTunes for buying? I think Banshee and Sasquatch are on iTunes. They were, I believe. Well, I guess this is all for this part, but I'll be back with part 7 soon. And by now you probably already seen it, but soon the review for the one new movie coming up, I forgot what it was called, Due Date, will be up. Anyway, though, thanks a lot for watching, everyone, for subscribing, and I'll see you guys later. And once I get through this whole set of questions, I'll start up a whole new Q&A. Anyway, though, I'll see you guys later. Okay.